I've been involved in sports since the age of 5, learning to swim when my mum took me along to the swimming pool with my sisters. I also became a competitive swimmer from the age of 9 until I was 17, competing for my club and my county. I also taught swimming as well. I sat my exam so that I could teach swimming. While I was at school, I played for the school netball, hockey, I ran for the cross-country team, and I was also involved with the athletics as well. I was never happy unless I was playing some kind of sport, therefore not very good in the classroom, I'm afraid. From swimming and athletics and netball and what have you, I progressed on to bowling when I was 18 or 19. I went along with my then boyfriend, and refusing to sit on the sidelines and watch people play bowls, I decided that I would join in, which I did, and at the age of 22 I managed to win the club championship, and I did it again another 3 times after that, so I mustn't have been too bad, I suppose. When I was in my late 80s, early 30s, I gave up bowling because I had 2 young daughters and I wanted to spend time with them. So I didn't return back to the sport of bowls until 2007. I moved down to Wales and I didn't know anybody, so I thought if I go along to the local bowls club, then I might meet some people and get to know some new friends and what have you. So that's what I did, and from there I went on to represent my club and Mid Wales County on a regular basis. To cut a long story short, after some surgery to have my lower leg amputated, I became a para bowler. So I continued to play alongside the able-bodied bowlers, but I also played with the para bowl squad as well. My biggest achievement was to represent Wales in the senior squad, as it happened up in Paisley. So that was a great achievement. But the same year, in 2018, I also represented Wales as a para bowler at the Gold Coast in the Commonwealth Games. So that was as good as I got, and I hope I can do the same up here in Scotland. Equality and diversity for me mean that there shouldn't be any hierarchy within the sport. It should mean that there is no advantage to anyone, no matter who they are or what they represent, and the sport should be all inclusive. With my own personal experiences within the sport, I would like to try and help to develop a more equal experience for people to take part in bowls. As I mentioned earlier, I was quite young when I started the sport. I was in my early 20s, I worked full time, and I had a young family. And in those days, way back in the 80s, women weren't allowed to play on the bowls green in the evening. So it was very difficult for me because an evening was my only time that I could play. So I had to take off quite a lot of time during the day, flexi leave or annual leave, just so that I could compete in Scottish matches. I couldn't even consider competing in the east of Scotland or county games because I just couldn't afford all the time off my work. So I really struggled while I was young, and I think because of it, my experience as a bowler suffered and certainly was curtailed. But within that, when I was in my late 20s, and the bowling club I happened to be playing in was struggling to get officers to take on the part of secretary and treasurers and what have you, the club actually couldn't exist. So there was an extraordinary general meeting called, and during that it was what could we do to save the bowling club? Well, I proposed that we just made it one bowling club. We had one membership fee, we all had equal rights on the green, and we had one committee, and it was a mixed committee. And to my surprise, it was one of the older gentlemen that seconded my proposal, and the bowling club started to be one bowling club, one membership, one committee. So even in my early career in bowling, I felt had made a little bit of a difference for the ladies. Moving on from that, I have since become a parabola, so I find that I now wear another hat as a disabled bowler. I have to say that I find people's attitude on the green very, very positive, and really, if anything, they want to do as much as they can to help me with my sport. I also want to help other disabled bowlers to join in the sport as well. So anything that I can do to help that, I'm willingly glad to try that.